Welcome to Low-Key PD. In this video, we're going to explore how you can manage the appearance of your Google Drawings. If you go to the File menu and you click on File, way down at the bottom, you're going to see three options: Page Setup, Print Preview, and Print. If you click on Print or Page Setup, you're going to have the option to basically determine the size of your drawing board. Now keep in mind, Google Drawings aren't like normal docs. They don't need to be printed at all. In fact, very often they're not. They're basically used to generate graphics that can be large or small, doesn't matter. So if you click on where it says Standard, you can choose between Standard, and then that's going to be a 4:3 aspect ratio, widescreen 16:9, or widescreen 16:10, depending on what you know about how this is going to be presented or the size of the screen that you're working on. Or you can click on Custom. If you click on Custom, your main concern here, I think, is going to be what are your units? Are you in inches, centimeters, points, or pixels? I would assume that this is in order from greatest to smallest. So inches is the biggest unit and pixels would be the smallest. So points would be somewhere between centimeters and pixels. Choose whichever one you want, but once you do that, you can then determine, well, all right, what do I want the dimensions to be? The first box where it says 10 here, that's the width, and then the height is the 7.5. So notice that if I look at the screen, the drawing behind it, it kind of looks like an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. It's not, but it also looks like it's in landscape mode, so maybe we can just change this to 8.5 by 11. All right, and now this image, this background that I'm drawing on, is actually the same size as a standard sheet of paper. All right, so I can change the size of my drawing board here depending on what needs to go on it accordingly. If I want to know what it's going to look like when I print it, I can click on Print Preview, and then it will show me what it will look like if I try to print it. From here, I can just click on Print. If I like it and I want to print it, then my print dialog box will open up. This is going to be different for different users, so there's nothing really to see here. This is just what shows up for me. I don't have access to a color printer from here, so it's just going to show it to me in black and white or possibly grayscale. Or I can close the preview, and that will just take me back to my Google Drawing. And if I go to File again, I can go directly to the Print menu from the File menu. If I wasn't looking at Print Preview ahead of time and I don't have it open, I can just go to Print directly from the File menu. Same story though, you'll get your print dialog box. It'll be unique to each user, more or less, and so not really much to show with respect to that in this video, but there are ways that you can change the appearance and manage the appearance of your Google Drawings, changing the size, knowing what it's going to look like if you were to print it is always a good thing, and then being able to print it if you need to.